I am Ronan from Worldwide Financial Planning. I am the firm's residential mortgage broker. I'm here today to talk about your top 5 tips for getting your house in order to obtain a mortgage. Tip number 1 will be to check your credit file. This will be the most important factor in a mortgage lender deciding whether they're willing to lend you money or not. It's really necessary to see if there's any missed payments or arrears showing on your credit file. If so, this likely to have a very much a detrimental impact to your ability to be able to borrow, as this will show you as a higher risk. Second tip is do your sums. So it's necessary for you to sit down and work out realistically what kind of money you have to put down as a deposit on your next property, and also to cover your associated costs such as legal fees and stamp duty. It'd be ideal to have at the very least a 5% deposit. That's going to kind of be a must to be able to obtain a mortgage. But better than that will be increments of an extra 5%. So ideally, if you could have a 10 or a 15% deposit or furthermore, you will obtain much cheaper mortgages, and it will become easier to obtain a mortgage as well. Trim your spending. It's important to be aware to try and keep your bank accounts and things looking as healthy as possible in the run up to obtaining a mortgage. Not all lenders will look to see and will analyse your 3 months worth of bank statements, but some may, so it's better to have an open playing field. And it'd be good to stay, if you do have bank overdrafts and things, to stay out of those overdraft facilities for a period of 3 months and not have things like any returns or charges showing on your bank statements, so this can just give rise to queries by your particular new lender, who may then decide to give a no towards your application. Tip number 4 would be to sort your paperwork. So each lender on any given day can ask for completely different requirement of documentation they may need to assess your new application. Now this can range from as little as a latest payslip to anything from 3 months payslip plus 3 months bank statements plus your latest P60. So it's quite a wide range of documentation that can be required. It's important you have as much documentation up front as possible, as mortgage lenders like to have a well packaged case, i.e. when you submit it, all the documentation's there so they can get it agreed at first time of asking, as opposed to going back and forwards requesting more and more information. Tip number 5, use a mortgage broker. There are a number of mortgage lenders out there, and each one will assess your application differently, so therefore you will probably not meet all of their criteria. It's each time you apply to a different lender, they do carry out a credit score which leaves a footprint on your credit file. Too many footprints does have a negative impact on your applications going forward, so it's worthwhile speaking to a broker, and you can find the most suitable and competitive product for yourself at first time of asking.